Linn High School class of 95 had their 30-year class reunion Saturday. By the way, I was in that class. So I go to my class reunion and it was great. Everybody, a lot of people don't come. We had 413 people within our class. 86 of them came to the reunion. That's a pretty good turnout. That's a little under, right? That's a little over 20%. But there's an anxiety. And if you guys haven't been to a class reunion, I assure you there will be an anxiety. It won't just be excitement. You will feel something. Who's going to be there? And hey, does this guy remember when I was a jerk to him? And wait, what about this guy? He was a jerk to me. Is he going to apologize to me? Like this, these different things will go through your mind. And I got to tell you, it was so much fun. I was sorry when the night ended. I was so grateful to my classmates that many showed up. I did not realize, and I know the prettiest girls in the world are from Oregon, and the prettiest girls in Oregon are from West Linn. That is a fact. I didn't realize how many were in my class. I really didn't. Like, those were just my friends and classmates and peers. Everybody looked so nice. That was my biggest takeaway. But I left with a story. Okay. There was a house that I used to teepee. And I had a little group with me. Now, my parents found teepeeing to be pretty innocent fun. And so if I was going to teepee somebody, I didn't have to say I was somewhere else. I could go in and grab a roll of supplies, and my mom would say, have fun. Like this was just a good country, good time. But there was a house that was very good to teepee. Long road down it where you could park at the end, turn the lights off. The boys walk back about 100 yards. You get to the actual property and it's got a row of trees. So you can be out completely protected and throw and roll over trees, and they call it streaming. I mean, you can do all sorts of stuff before you even come to where the house is, like before you're even visible. It was just a good house to hit for that reason. It wasn't like a personal thing with the occupant of the home. So, all right, no, we did this house all the time. We did not do this house 10 times in our lives, but it was somewhere in that neighborhood. It was somewhere in that 7, 8, that neighborhood. So, and this is 30 plus years ago. And a completely different guy tells a story of teepeeing the same house. And he also had a crew. Like when he told his story, it was the same as ours. 4 to 5 people, one rig, park down the same street, kill the lights, walk back 100 yards, start with the tree line. It was the same story to the point that I thought I was being ribbed. I thought this was a joke. And one thing I was surprised that we were never caught. Now, the internet and things were different back then, but I was surprised. Like, it'd be one of our own crew that gave us up. They think it's funny, so they get into math class on Monday, and they mention it to somebody, and it gets overheard here, and it gets back to the guy, and boom, my parents are getting a phone call from his parents. Like, that's how this works. It never did. And it actually really surprised me. And the occupant of the house, I've seen a number of times since, he's never brought it up. He's never said like, hey, dude, you TP'd it was a real mess. He never said anything. Well, I find out why. So this other guy had this crew and they were doing the same. It was the same crime. But he did get caught. And apparently they went so many times that at some point, like the family had set up a system to catch them in case they come tonight. They came that night, boom, lights flip on, dad's in the driveway peeling out after them. They're trying to get away. A car chase ensues, and the dad backs off the chase after he gets their license plate number. He called the police. These dudes went down on this. And as the guy's telling me the story, again, Me and my buddy we're just listening to the story. We're thinking, is he ribbing us? This is our story. Like, is this a joke? Did he find out now 30 years later this is his way of telling us? No, not at all. He literally had done the same thing that we did, got his license plate picked up, all of their there was a big punishment for them. And the guy mentioned, he goes, yeah, but what was interesting, he said, they were so mad. They had dates, and they were so mad they added but they added another 10 to the list that we didn't even do. And that's a funny story. It's a very funny story that 30 years later, you find out that you got away with teepeeing because another guy also teepeed and got caught. It's a funny story.